Hi there, Kelso here with another fractured state development video. In this video I'm going to show you some of the early code I've been putting in for the map editor. So let's go ahead and open our mod tools, and then we'll pick the map editor module, and we get some of our options across the top, and we'll just make a new map straight away. So the way we have it right now is that every unit in the map is 10 meters. So a 1 by 1 map would be 10 meters square. That's not very big. We're not going to do that. That doesn't make any sense. And a 10 by 10 would be 100 meters by 100 meters, 20 by 20, 200 by 200, so on and so on. Whether or not this stays that way is kind of up for debate. We'll have to play with it and see how it goes. And it may change depending on some of the ideas I have for some ambient occlusion baking inside the terrain. But at any rate, we'll make a map. Yay! 100 by 100 green map. Fantastic. So controls work pretty much the same way any standard RTS would. Right click hold to kind of pan around the map. Middle mouse button hold to kind of spin around, rotate. So next thing we'll show, place object. So this is pulling from the directories inside our sort of mod hierarchy. So we'll have our base files, and then anybody who wants to make mods can just make their own directory and put their files in that directory, and they'll show up in here. Pretty cool. Right now the only thing that works is structures, because that's the only thing I have hooked up at the moment. So we'll go to structures, and we have a test structure, and we'll pick that. And it'll take a minute to load, because right now the loading does a whole bunch of string manipulation that's sort of unnecessary. Definitely a spot for optimization. And what we get is our pink industrial troop transport. You probably saw this if you follow the blog at all. Todd's last update, this was the concept art that he did. And Ryan, being the super efficient modeler that he is, had this done pretty quickly. It's not optimized yet, and there's no UV coordinates set to it, which is why we're not pulling a texture in for it. That and just a pink transport is pretty. So there you go. So we can place a couple of these guys on the map here, and then right click to deselect. Fantastic. Our army of pink troop transports. Now once we place something down, we can pick the select tool, select one of these guys, and we can manipulate the position and the rotation of this. Eventually there will be some dedicated tools that'll let you kind of free do it with the mouse. If you ever use a 3D modeling program, you're probably pretty used to that. Just not there yet, but we will get there. But we can, of course, rotate our guy, so rotate him maybe 150 that way, have him face back that way. We can also change this. Move this guy around, do any number of things. We also have kind of a weird formatting anomaly here. Floating point precision for the win. Last thing we can do is we can publish our map, and we basically just give it a map name. This will ultimately do a whole lot of things. Right now it just basically publishes a map.xml file in a directory that is the name that you give it here. So if we give it a name like test map, even better. Awesome test map, and we publish it out. So basically that builds a data file that contains the dimensions for the map, and then also the positions and rotations of any object that we place on the map. So whoa, 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 crazy camera. Also, you'll notice if you put the cursor close to the edge, as I've so duly demonstrated here, you can move the camera around. That's all for this time. If you are super impressed by our pink industrial transports and you want to follow along, you can visit us on the web at fracturedstate.net. You can follow us on Twitter at fracturedstate. Thanks for watching. Please rate and subscribe, and check back soon for more development videos. Thanks.